Hello and welcome back to Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, and in this episode we will be clearing Eastern Palace. I spoiled that slightly for myself, but only slightly. It's been several months since I actually recorded these, so...
Well, just like having to go back into the game, it seems that even taking an extended break will not shorten how much time it can take to take on the very first dungeon in this game.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're actually skilled at Zelda 3, you can get to Eastern Palace with 5 hearts actually, in about 15 minutes.
I believe it.
Probably less if you're really skilled.
How much skill do you have, Link? We're gonna.
But yeah, we will be 100%ing Eastern Palace because we don't actually ever need to go this way, but we're going to grab the compass anyhow. That is one of the best features about the boomerang, the fact that it actually allows you to pick up items that are out of your reach.
And also finally stops these damn Stalfos from jumping.
Or you can just put them into a corner.
That works too, but also spam is a lot of ham. Oh, oh, okay, it opened the door, my bad. I thought that was a... There are no, like, hold switches in this game. No, wait, no, there are hold switches, but you have to push blocks on them?
There are hold switches in this game, but thankfully they don't show up until later.
Much later, because they suck.
Not much later, but later. I mean, the first hold switch is technically in Dark World 3. Or is it yeah, it's Dark World... Yeah, it's Dark World 3.
Cowards!
Attempting to avoid the Stalfos.
The bones are rising. Too bad they couldn't animate the shit on the floor.
Yes, the haunted room. Throw pots at them.
Throw pots at them. Whoa.
There we are. And the compass.
You got a cake.
Sorry, it was the map that we don't need. We don't need the compass either for this place, but, you know, we got them both anyway.
Wait,
Eastern Palace is very simple.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say there's the big...
that is actually Sahasrara talking to you during while you were investigating that.
Oh, yes, that's
plaque.
right.
He shows up throughout the game as those plaques, offering hints and such. Important. This room is completely blacked out in a randomizer if you do not have the lantern. I'm pretty sure that if you do not have the lantern normally, then this room is actually, you still actually have this cone of light here.
Huh.
However, you do need the lantern. You do need the lantern in order to finish the game because Dungeon 2 specifically is locked off by a fire lock.
And as I recall, isn't Dungeon 5 in the Dark World also blocked off by a lantern lock that activates like an ice monster too?
Technically, but by that point you have the fire rod. At least if you do it linearly, and you kind of have to do one of the issues that Link to the Past has is that it's a very linear adventure.
I mean, it can be.
You have to do pretty much the first 5 dungeons in a set order.
The first 5, yeah. After
mind you,
after a point, you can kind of pick and choose. Yeah.
Yeah. Once you get past Swamp Palace, then you can start doing things out of order. But by that point, there's only like 4 dungeons left. So.
Well, it's better than the 2 dungeons they let you choose from in Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time, the only real choice you had in the order was, do you want to do the Spirit Temple first, or do you want to do the Shadow Temple?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that people have gone through Water Temple before Fire. I mean, I'm pretty sure you have to do Forest first, but I think that's like the only one that you have to do first.
I think you need to do...
And here we have the bow.
Yeah, that's right, because the
bow is awesome, mostly because we have so much ammo for it.
Those... They're throwing their heads at you. Oh god, we are going down.
Nah, we're fine.
Oh, good. Okay, the flying skulls are gone. Who has awakened me from my slumber? Oh, I'm just gonna go back to sleep then. Who has awakened me?
I think these are technically Igor.
Igor? I see what you did there.
Well, it's not me that named them. It's and that's actually what their name is.
Nah.
The other room up there specifically is a rupee room, and I don't think I go into it because we honestly don't need to. Or do we go into it? Yes, we do. All right. And there are 90 rupees in this room. Collect them all can be a bitch because of the bubbles, but
watch out for the pain.
But now that we have this small key from the Igors, we can
open this door.
Room.
I like it when
need the bow in order to finish the game. Specifically, you need the bow to finish this dungeon. Mind you, after this dungeon, we pretty much put the bow away because as cool as it is and as nice as it is to have a ranged attack, I'm decent enough with my sword to where I don't really need to use the bow.
Well, this will definitely make you put the sword away for a while and focus on your trick shots.
Not really. I mean, the bow is needed for a couple of puzzles later, but they're not really trick shots. I always forget that it's the top left one in this room. And here is the first enemy that requires the bow in order to defeat the red Igor statue.
You will be blocked by this foe, and he, of course, is blocking the boss door.
Well, no, he's not blocking the boss door. He's blocking the room that blocks the boss door.
Ah! There's two of them. How are you going to fare this time, young hero?
Pretty nicely. Because you see, the first time you hit them with the bow, they get stunned, and then you can hit them immediately afterwards.
Pretty much, yeah.
And here are the Almost Knights. You do not have to use the bow for the Almost Knights, but, you know, they go down really quickly if you use the bow. By this point, you should have taken out at least one of them so they don't march into you, and last one gets very angry that you killed his fallen brothers, who are already dead. You're supposed to keep using the bow for this fight, but I actually prefer you to just use the spin attack for this.
Thank God the first boss is so easy. It's got a lot of health.
You say that, but as a child, I could never beat the Almost Knight. As a child, I never actually beat Link to the Past. I didn't beat Link to the Past until I was like 13.
I take it back. This guy has a shitload of health.
If you use the spin attack, if you actually keep using the your bow and arrow on him, he'll go down quite easily. But there we go. We have successfully cleared Eastern Palace.
We got a present. It's got a bow on it.
Well, actually, that's the green pendant, and you know it's a string attached to the pendant of courage.
Courage.
Not Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Back to the theme of waking up statues.
I love the boomerang so fucking much, dude.
It is an excellent stun weapon. Locking shit up. You also have quite a dearth of wealth. 498 rupees later.
The Knights of Hyrule were also guardians of the Pendant of Courage. Yes, they were, and then they died, because that is, you know, what happens to knights after a while. They die. And booyah, the Pegasus boots.
Pegasus shoes. Dun, 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 My one
and the Pegasus footwear?
Flying by the speed of great.
50 rupees.
Bombs.
And 50 rupees.
But I haven't yet found one useful application for all of my money right now.
Well, you can buy bombs, you can buy red potion, you can buy replacement shields. You can buy small hearts.
Well, you could get 3 red potions right now. You have 3 bottles. Wait, do you have 3 bottles
no,
or just
I
2?
only have 2 bottles at the moment.
You only have 2 bottles.
I only
Okay,
have 2.
so you could...
The 3rd bottle is locked off by the Zora flippers, which we have enough money to go get.
Oh, we could just buy them right now?
Yeah, dude. If we were up in the northeastern part of the map, we could actually go to King Zora because you only actually need 500 rupees in order to go buy the Zora flippers, and yeah, we could buy the Zora flippers, and the bottle is right underneath that bridge.
Right. Only that I fail to realize that all of the things are accessible as the start of the game. You just have to know that they're there and go there accordingly.
Yep.
Because I thought that the Zora King was blocked off by an event. It seems that I was wrong.
No, the Zora King is not blocked off by an event at all. He's active immediately. What event did you think blocked off the Zora King?
Just mission progress. I mean, I'm used to things happening like as I complete dungeons, that kind of thing.
Well, there is one particular thing that's blocked off by an event currently. The lumberjacks do not disappear or complete their sawing of the tree until after Aghanim's down.
Lots of Moldorms. They want you to knock them into the pit.
Thankfully, these are, baby Moldorms. It's the big Moldorm that we have to worry about later.
Take some rupees, but don't tell anyone.
300
Jesus
rupees.
Christ. Okay, Mr. Generous. Are you giving me this money so that you don't have to kill me?
Cloud, we are nearing the cap of our rupees.
I know. We gotta...
Whatever will we do?
We're gonna... flee.
More rupees. Rupees.
I'm a wealthy man. I can buy literally anything I want. It's too bad we don't have the Warp Ocarina yet. We could just go to the shop right now. Uh-oh.
No, I was killed.
Your money can't save you any more than it can save me. You died, so welcome home.
There's my jump cut.
The jump cut brought us here. Oh, bomb wall. Time for bombs. Just as soon as...
I have to kill this soldier first.
There was a hostile local.
There.
I had no choice but to neutralize him.
There's another mine.
Goddamn mines. That is so funny to me that there are actually like landmines in the Legend of Zelda, making it look more like Vietnam.
Alright, and here is our first major overworld treasure, the Ice Rod.
Woo!
The Ice Rod allows us to shoot a freezing projectile. And it is very helpful, but I will not be using it until the very, very end of the game. Because unfortunately, despite how helpful the freezing projectile is, it travels very slowly, and it uses up quite a bit of magic.
I was gonna say you want to save your magic for other more useful shit. You
Like
caught a fairy.
Except catching fairies.
You caught another fairy.
Magic. Alright, but because we don't have the power bracelet yet, we can't actually go into the small space that is underneath the giant rock.
Of course there is a small space underneath the giant rock. I like it that they have to teach you to just check everything. Yeah, these things that you've been walking across this whole time, well, you're gonna have a lot of fun trying to remember every single place where you saw them ever. Oh yes, and please, stun the choo-choos before you hit them.
There's only like 2 small places underneath giant rocks that you need to know.
I remember where a couple of them are in Ocarina of Time in Hyrule Field.
Yeah, but those ones are terrible because they're pretty much just resource dungeons that give you a very small amount of either bombs or arrows.
Yeah, and there's not to mention there are also only a few landmarks to remind you that there might be a thing there if you feel like throwing a bomb on what appears to be just a normal piece of ground.
Alright, so what we're doing now is that we're going to go and attempt to get up to the northeastern side of the map. Oh look, there's some red soldiers.
Oh, but yeah, they upgraded their security.
They're throwing lances at us, tridents.
You are here. That is fair.
Yeah, and we decide, it's not worth dealing with the red soldiers right now.
So our main objective.
So instead, we will go the long way around.
So for those of us who need a recap on the story, our explicit objective right now is to collect the 3 pendants to unlock the Master Sword in the Lost Woods, and then take that Master Sword, break the seal on Hyrule Castle, and defeat the Wizard of Ganon. That's all.
Yep.
It's good to know that you have to raise your level
else that
first.
We're doing is bonus objectives.
Yes.